Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Prophet West coming to you again this Tuesday morning for another inspirational vitamin to encourage you in the Lord. I hope y'all doing good and hope y'all doing well. I'm hanging in there. Slept well last night. I feel good actually. Feel good. I'm in the passenger seat. My wife is in the store. My daughter's sleeping. My son is at the school. And so I'm relaxed. I don't have to drive or nothing. All I do is just rest and just relax. But there's a word that I want to speak to you today, and a direct word. And God is saying to wait on Him. Wait on the Lord. And now some of you, the reason why God is saying wait is because you're not ready. You're not developed, or what God has for you, or the timetable of your development has not transpired yet. There are certain things that God still is working on in you. There are things that God is still working on concerning you, and so that's why they're saying wait. It's almost like being on the at the potter's house, and the story of the potter's house, where in the potter's house when the pottery itself is being made, and if the pottery itself doesn't reflect what it is that the maker has in its mind, his mind, then what he would do, he would break it and remold it and reshape it and throw it back in the fire. And so for some of you, this is why, and this is what God is saying, and this is the reason why He's saying to wait. To wait, because if you rush, then you will become undeveloped. Then you will fail the test. See, some tests we fail is because we rush through it and we don't trust God in it. And because we rush through it and don't put God in it, we find ourselves taking and going through that same test again. We find ourselves facing that same old thing again because we didn't listen to the instructions of God. See, when you're in your test, you must listen to God's instructions, because when you're in your test, God will give you instructions on how to make it, how to defeat this thing, how to overcome it. See, God is always in your ear. He's always your coach. He's always coaching you. He's always talking to you. This is why it's so important to listen to Him. This is also why, if you don't have the indwelling of the Spirit, He is also called the Comforter, the Spirit of Truth. And the purpose of the Spirit of Truth is to lead you and to guide you into all truth, to teach you, to reveal to you things that He's spoken to you, to give you strength. Parakletos, one called alongside to help. I'm talking about the presence of God. I'm talking about the indwelling of God's Spirit. If you don't have Him, you need Him. You need to ask for Him. You need to ask for His power, ask for His strength. He will give it to you if you ask. So this is important in this test. And so for some of you, the reason why God is saying to wait is because you're rushing. You're trying to move too fast. See, some stuff, there's an old saying, you can't push the cart before the horse, because you put the cart before the horse, then the cart will run away. See, the horse is what pulls the cart. And so that's why you must slow down. See, some of you, you're used to figuring things out. You're used to doing things on your own. You're used to handling things in your own strength and by your own mind. And so God wants you to wait, because God is working on renewing your mind with His mind. This is why the Bible said, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. See, God wants to change the way you think. God wants to change the way you look at your situation. God wants you to also change even the way you look at yourself. See, some of you look at yourself wrong. You look at yourself bad. You look at yourself ugly. You look at yourself as a curse. You look at yourself as no good. See, but when you're looking at yourself that way, you speak that stuff out. And see, God wants to change your conversation, even how you even look at yourself. Because how you look at yourself will determine how you look at others. And also the reflection of how you look at yourself also will say how you look at God. See, because if you're the expression of God, you come from God, we are in His likeness and His image. And so you will look at, or you will believe God to be a certain way. See, don't pull God down on your level, but come up to His level. God don't think like you think. God don't feel like you feel. He said it. My ways are not your ways and my thoughts are not your thoughts. And so that's why you must wait, slow down. Some stuff come with time. Changes, maturity, wisdom, understanding, all these things come with time. You can't rush. You can't rush this thing. You can't rush when you're in a pressure situation, when you're in a difficult situation, you're in a tedious, a dangerous situation, you're in an emotional situation. Never make a choice or never make a decision from an emotional place. Sit back, relax, and wait. Wait and allow God to speak to your heart. Not to your emotions, but speak to your heart with wisdom. Find the wise thing to do, not the emotional thing to do, but the wise thing to do. Don't live in the moment, but you always have to consider the moment after the situation, after you make that choice. What are the consequences? And see, God is shifting and he's changing even how you view and how you look at life. The reason why you keep going through certain things, you're not thinking. You need to think first before you react. The Bible lets us know to think. Think before you act. Listen before you do anything. Be swift to hear, slow to speak. This is my morning inspiration and word of encouragement and prophetic word to you. God is saying to wait. Also wait to serve, to do everything that God has called you to do under obedience. Wait means to do what God has called you to do, to be a servant to your brother and your sister. Oftentimes when you need something, when you're in need of something, give out of your need. And in you giving out of your need or whatever you need, God will cause it to come back to you. Y'all have a good day. God bless you.